Yo, what is up guys? I recently watched Money Long perform Made For Me at the Grammys. Really inspired by it, so I thought, let's cook it up. Let's see what happens. Most important elements are gonna be keys, lo-fi vintage guitars, we got pads, we got an organ, we got some Vox layers, a moving bass line, of course. There's gonna be an emphasis on ambient layers, as well as there's gonna be a sneaky secret instrument that's gonna make this whole track sound on another level. I also decided to do some drums, so we're gonna go through some drum processing. Without further ado, let's get to it. So the first one we're gonna cook up is the keys. I feel like the piano is gonna be the heart and soul of this loop. We're playing a 1, 3, 4, and of course add in major 7s. This is R&B. Let's check it out. Moving on, we're gonna play a nice dark Juno to layer underneath that piano. You already know I gotta play my favorite glide synth. Let's check it. Okay, something I noticed with these tracks is they have this sweet triangle lead that kind of glides into notes. We're gonna try and replicate that right now. Okay, moving on to guitar. Of course we need to have that vibrato, that lo-fi tones. It took me some time to get this tone right. I had to mess with my pedals quite a lot. The chords are gonna have a nice clean, small reverb just to give it some room and some ambiance. The lead sound is gonna be much more spacey. It's gonna be playing cooler rhythms. We're not just gonna play the pentatonic scale. We're definitely gonna wanna have 4s. We're gonna wanna play the 7s because that's gonna add that sonic interest. Let's check it out. If you haven't done so already, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. We've got lots of cool stuff coming up. Thank you. All right, it's bass time. The most important thing here is to have a very distinct drum pattern in your head. I already know what the drum's gonna feel like, and that's dictating how I'm playing the bass. And I'm also having some fun with it. I'm going up, playing a little bit of lines. Let's check it out. Okay, moving on to something kind of random. It's called a guitarlele. I thought it'd be a really cool vibe shift where it goes from really lush and full into this intimate guitarlele kind of lo-fi vinyl sounding. And so this is me trying to see if that's gonna fit in. Let's check it out. Let me know in the comments below if you've heard of a guitarlele or not, and whether or not you're planning on buying one after you hear this. told you I was gonna put some lo-fi vibe on that ukulele, so I threw Cymatic's Origin on it, and that sounds like this. In these types of tracks, they always have acoustic drums, rims as the snare, and so I thought it'd be cool to play in on the drum pad the whole beat. Let's play it in, let's see what happens. The drum kit I'm using is the 1975 kit by Spitfire Labs. It's free, so you guys can download that. Okay, this is how the drums sound with my basic compression. The kick from the Labs kit was very roomy, which is cool, but I wanted to have a bit more punch, so I stacked it with a punchier hip-hop kick. Moving on to snare, I stacked it with this roomy perk. Then I stacked the toms. I added two things for my drum bus, which is the SSL channel and then transient master. Here's all the drums in context. Felt like the intro was missing something, so I made this really distorted electric guitar. I achieved this through turning on all my gain stages on my pedal board with the rat at the end as like the big distorted driven tone. And so that sounds like this. I sang in some vocals, just some random gibberish to be honest, and then we'll put all the guitars with the vocal, and this is the context for that as well. I wanted to add this organ to give it this kind of cathedral sound. Add my favorite glitch vox vibe. It's just another subtle ambient layer. You're gonna notice that I've got a ton of ambient layers, just all stacked up. They're panned in different places. I stacked some strings from Contact, cello, and 2 violins. And this is the whole beat all together. And that's it. Let me know how I did in the comments below. If you're interested in the loop, I will be having a YouTube loop kit coming very soon with all these loops that I've been cooking up. So stay tuned for that, and I'll chat to you guys in another video. See ya.